you got to know the history, geography, and all that. But what's really pertinent to your salvation is knowing the prophecies, knowing what's to come, understanding Yahushai, why he came, who he came for, and the prophecies. It says he will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, be occupied in prophecies. Again, when stuff hits the fan, those of you that have been delving in prophecies, prophesying, the things that are hitting the fan are the things we've been prophesying about. So who are they going to go seek? They're going to go seek the prophets, the men that have been talking about these things, just like they didn't know it. They went banging on that ark, banging on the ark. They're going to come banging, looking for you, brothers. They're going to come looking for you. Because like I'm saying, man, I've been saying this thing, this knowledge, this truth is precious. Precious. Just think about that, man. Think about it. Don't just, oh, yeah, you know, elders, right? And then, you just go do something else. Ponder. Like, really understand how precious this word is. Imagine when shit hits the fan, the land is barren. There's nobody knows, there's no internet, there's no news, nobody knows what the hell is going on. But you do. You know what's going on. The Lord is dealing with you. And during that time, the Lord's going to give us gifts. He's going to extend our power. When you read about in the New Testament, I did a lesson earlier about Elder High Priest Ariah, and I was reading about Paul. And Paul, I think it was Ananias that told Paul, when Paul approached Ananias, the prophet, he told Paul, he said, look, don't go to Jerusalem. I think he took off his girdle and he bound his hands and he said, look, don't go to Jerusalem, because this is what they're going to do to you. They're looking to bound you. My point is that the ancient men, they were spiritual, and when certain men of the Lord ran into them, or certain men ran into a prophet, they would reveal the prophecy to them. Look, the Spirit said this to me. Don't go here. Don't go there. Don't do this. Go this way. Go that way. So the Most High is going to extend our powers in those days, so that we can, because that's going to be our edge to survive. This knowledge, but with this knowledge comes power, right? Spiritual power, which we're going to need. So we're going to be highly sought after. And the last thing you'll be worried about is a woman. That's the last thing. The last thing you're going to be worried about is a woman. This is why I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't know how they're going to impress brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because you brothers know how it is. When you focus, you spiritual, you ain't thinking about no woman. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do. The Most High has got to put a spirit on you to accept whoever the woman is, or those women. That's how it's going to get. All right, so let's continue. It says, verse 2, he will keep the sayings of renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. You hear a lot of teachers out there just breaking down the scriptures all types the wrong way, because the parables are subtle, they're tricky, they're slippery. You know, they have many folds to them, and you got to be learned in these parables so that when you're in a certain situation, they pop in your head and you're like, oh, a revelation, light bulb goes off, and you know exactly what situation you're in or what's going on because of the parable. And it's not for everybody. Remember, Yahushua said he speaks to the world in parables, but to us, he speaks plainly. And this is how that works. When you read the scriptures, we understand what it says. You give it to the next man, He's reading it. He doesn't know what the hell. The Bible contradicts itself. Nah, you just you don't have the eye salve, my man. So it says, verse 2, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men. Where subtle parables are, he will be there also. Verse 3, he will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. Man, the way we converse amongst each other, man, we don't realize it. That's what I'm saying, brothers. That's what I'm saying, man. The Most High gifted us, man. The way we speak to each other is like Morse code to the world. It's like Morse code, but it's not us, it's them. They're backwards and they're broken and just totally messed up. The world is just off the axis, man. You know, but we talk plainly. It's like, I would say, it's like it's like we speak it better than we speak English. You know, and we could be in a situation and just call out a chapter, Revelation 11. Brother knows exactly what you're talking about. How many verses in Revelation 11? We say that in a certain situation, brothers, we know exactly what you're talking about. So verse 3, he will seek out the secrets of great sentences and be conversant in dark parables. Verse 4, he shall serve among great men. You know, and I pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, that I be part of that number. One thing we can all say, though, man, all of us, is that, man, at least I could say I was among some great men, if anything. You know, that I at least served among some great men. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and evil among men. And you read all the voyages of the apostles, right? This is why they were called apostles, because they went on voyages. We do the same thing today. You know, we go to visit different camps. Different brothers might come here. We go over there, you know, through the Spirit. And we see all types of stuff, man. There's different demons and spirits in every city you visit. So it's got its own vibe. And you see the strangest things, man. You brothers, when you come here on this side, you see some strange stuff. When we go, man, I thought New York was bad, man. Whew. I went to Cali. I said, man, New York demons ain't got nothing on these demons over here, boy. I mean, these demons are on some Goku. Them demons in Cali, boy, are heavy duty. Oh man. So verse 4 says, he shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he had tried the good and the evil among men. Verse 5, he will give his heart to resort early to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplications for his sins. Yeah, brothers. So that's important too. We all go off. It's part of the battle. It's part of the journey. The righteous man falleth 7 times and gets back up. You learn from your mistakes. There's no progress without failure. Remember, we're building up a spiritual bank account. Now, there's no millionaire, rich man, wealthy man that made it without failing. Millionaires, ask if you happen to know any millionaires or anybody that owns their own business that's doing very well, ask them. They'll tell you. They probably tried a multitude of businesses that failed before they finally got it. They finally made it, because it's a learning process. And you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you're going to fall, you're going to fall, you're going to fall. But check this, the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has to be with you so that you get back up. That's why you need to pray and do what you got to do to stay close to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Least you fall and you can't get your ass back up. Verse 7, he shall direct his counsel and knowledge, and in his secrets shall he meditate. You know, and you brothers out there, Most High has revealed certain things to all of you. Read in the scriptures and you reveal certain things to you that you weren't taught. It's because the Spirit's dealing with you. Verse 8, he shall show forth that which he hath learned, and shall glory in the law of the covenant of the Lord. And how we do that? We do that when we go out there in the highways and the byways. We do that when you start changing the way you move and the way you live. You know, the way you move, your habits, everything changes. And people notice it. It's noticeable. Even the women you're with, they notice there's something different about you. And how many women have said this to you, brothers? I'm sure you've heard this before. I feel like God brought us together, you know? I remember Apostle Gabar, he has said, I don't know if it was his woman that said it or a woman. I just remember a woman. It might have been a woman I don't know if he was dealing with her or what, but a woman that he had came across, and she looked at him and said, and she couldn't look at him, and she said, I feel dirty. I feel dirty in your sight. And that's because they see the presence of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai on us. Verse 9, many shall commend his understanding, and so long as the world endureth, it shall not be blotted out. Why? Because this gift that we have is part of our heritage. This is the actual heritage. The gift that we have is part of a heritage. It's being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. This is part of it, is this knowledge. Everything we're going to receive comes with this knowledge. It's a package deal. This knowledge comes with it. What scripture is that? Where it says he gave it to them lot by lot. And then it says the spirit of the prophet subject to the prophet. So this knowledge that we have cannot be, it's in our spirits, programmed inside of us. This is what we were built for, created for. Our spirits, the first fruits, were created for this specific reason. We are a tool that was created. This is what we're created for. You know, a screwdriver is created to do a specific purpose. A lawnmower for a specific purpose. A weed whacker for a specific purpose. A chainsaw. You can't chop down a tree with a lawnmower. So we are the elect. We are created for a specific purpose, to serve the Most High for a specific reason. You got other men that are created to serve, to be athletes, legends in a boxing ring, legends on a basketball court, legends at football, legends at golf. Man, in the kingdom of heaven, they're not going to be remembered for playing ball. They're not going to be remembered for being in a hall of fame for football. They're not going to be remembered for hitting a hole in one in golf in the kingdom of heaven. Are you serious? But the elect, oh Lord, they're going to be remembered. They're going to be remembered. Yahweh Shai is going to mention us. He said he's going to mention us to the Father. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Pray. Pray the Most High stay with you, man. Because we have no idea what's coming. None. Do you have any idea what it feels like to be inside a body? Inside a body that's perfectly balanced. Nothing is off. No hormones are off. Your mind is totally clear. No noise pollution. No GMO substances inside of you. Do you imagine what that feels like? That vibration you're going to feel? That aura you're going to feel emanating from inside of you? This is why we're literally going to shine. You got, what do you call it? Fireflies? Fireflies shine. How much more us with the wisdom we're going to have? We're going to shine. Moses shined when he came from the mount. Yahweh Shai shined. If I remember correctly, when he was risen, came out of the sepulcher, if I remember correctly, it said he excuse me, it said he was shining. He had to shine. We're gonna shine. We're gonna have wisdom just oozing out of us, man. Where am I at? Where we at? Verse 9. It says, many shall commend his understanding. Ah, shit, my mouse just died. Slack it. Give me a minute, brothers. Okay, there we go. It says, verse 9, many shall commend his understanding, and so long as the world endureth, it shall not be blotted out, which that literally means eternity, because we know the world is not going to be blotted out. His memorial shall not depart away. There we go. That's what I just said. His memorial shall not depart away, and his name shall live from generation to generation. 10, nations shall show forth his wisdom, and the congregation shall declare his praise. Verse 11, if he die, he shall leave a greater name than 1,000, and if he live, he shall increase it. So all the men of renown, when they lived, they had fame. But when they died, they passed, their fame became even greater. Imagine those who have passed away in his truth. And when Yahushua comes back, they are raised up again. Imagine, man. Verse 12. Yet I have more to say, which I have thought upon, for I am filled as the moon at the full. So with that, brothers and sisters, that's it for me. Matter of fact, let me read verse 15. This is very important. Magnify his name. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Magnify his name and show forth his praise with the songs of your lips and with the harps. And in praising him, ye shall say after this manner. And it goes into a little prayer. So you brothers out there, just read this. All right, I'm going to stop right there. The rest of it, just read it yourself.